there was a story a few weeks ago. We haven't talked about it yet, but the son of a Norwegian couple heavily implicated in Jeffrey Epstein's world unalived himself. And this same son was granted $5 million personally from Jeffrey Epstein in his final will, which was a similar figure that he gave other important figures in his life, I believe, including Ghislaine Maxwell. Now, to be clear, the kids, it would appear I haven't seen any evidence yet. Maybe someone in the comments, if there's something different, you can provide some more evidence and help me out. But it's not like the kids had anything to do with Jeffrey Epstein. But there have been inquiries into their parents. I'm going to read some details in a minute. Righteously so, given their ties to Epstein over the years and their closeness to power and many important things that happen in the world, that was so seemingly upsetting to the kids who were even receiving money and have their life ready for them and financially set up, that this kid unalived himself. So political heir, 25, who was left $5 million in Jeffrey Epstein's will, kills himself just days after investigation into parents was launched. The son of 2 diplomats from Norway has died by suicide amid an investigation to his parents' connection to Jeffrey Epstein, according to reports. Edward Jule Rod Larsen was found dead in Oslo on Wednesday, just days after Norwegian and French police launched a joint investigation into his parents, diplomat Terje Rod Larsen and Mona Jule, a former ambassador. I believe Terje came up in that Bill Gates story we did maybe like 8 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but this guy's in the files a lot. So police launched a probe into the high-profile figures after it was reported that Epstein left a total of $10 million to Edward and his twin sister Emma in his will. It's total blood money, obviously. That is the same amount that he left Ghislaine Maxwell, according to Epstein's trust and documents released by the DOJ. Edward and Emma Jule Rod Larsen were never accused of any wrongdoing. The couple's lawyers, Thomas Skelbred and John Christian Eldon, confirmed their son's untimely death. It stands in the shadow of the mouths of public spotlight, has long since ceased to be critical, and has instead become suspicious, speculative, and at times limitless, the legal team wrote to Norwegian outlet, a spotlight that has not only affected 2 parents, but has drawn their children involuntarily into the relentless machinery of the public. But also, like, listen, man, they're given money from Epstein. Now it's just coming out. The parents are fucking implicated with the guy. Like, yeah, this is how it works. People are going to look into the story and they're going to want to know more. And the public has a right to dig into that. So no one wants to see something like this happen, to be very clear. Yeah. But that's a bullshit cop-out statement from the lawyers, which, that's what they're paid to do. But let's continue this because it has a little more info down low. This guy was involved in the Oslo Accords. So I want to get down to where that was. So Edward and his sister were called the Peace Twins when they were born, as their father, Rod Larsen, was the Deputy Secretary General of the UN, and their mother, Jule, was the State Secretary of the Norwegian Ministry of Foreign Affairs at the time. Rod Larsen and Jule are known for their critical role in the Oslo Accords, the Israeli-Palestinian peace efforts. Roads always lead back there. In the 1990s, a political tale that was so inspiring that it became the influence for the Tony Award-winning Broadway show Oslo. Jule, who recently served as Norway's ambassador to Jordan, resigned in February after facing scrutiny over her contact with Epstein. The country's foreign ministry launched an investigation into Jule's knowledge of and contact with Epstein. So again, it's on both sides, both parents, full contact. What are they doing? Somehow they keep finding their way into very important diplomatic roles that have international geopolitical implications. What else did you see, Dave?
This guy was involved with the International Peace Institute.
Oh, that's awesome.
In New York, and that was right near my school in the Upper East Side, and I've like went in there before, and I was like, what the fuck is this place?
That's terrific.
It's like really nice too.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's crazy.
Did they try to turn you in there?
No, like I went in there because it looked like a museum or something, like the Guggenheim, and when you go in, it's really nice, and there's a lot of stuff in different languages, so I was just very confused by it. And if I remember correctly, there was like a ballet class or something going on.
You need a little ballet around there.
That's so weird.
Yeah, that is odd. That is odd.